Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Last Natufian. My name is Herman Lewis, and today we're going back to pillar B10. And we're going to look at more details. A lot of details actually, so I'm going to move a little fast, okay? So B10, the reason we're going here is because recently I used B10 and some other pillars to help me figure out the Sefer Tepe pillar, right? There's Mount Karaka right here, two streams, and they come together. That was a great video, that was that last video. So I used the nearby pillars from Sefer Tepe. Here's Sefer Tepe here. So I knew that B10, the Fox pillar, and here are the Fox Hills that I wanted to see if it could help me, right? So here's the fox, right? The back of this fox. Here's the tail, right? Here's the legs, and Göbekli Tepe's right here, the front legs. So it didn't help me much, but there's another pillar I looked at too, and that is A1, and that has Harran and the sheep hills in here. So I'm going to keep it in the same orientation here at first, okay? So here's Harran, move it over slowly, and here's the sheep hills. It's not oriented right. I'm going to move it. I'm going to shift it now north and south, okay? The way it should be. And I use A1 to start off my videos, so I might as well do that. Here are the pillar rules they had. No people, no places, rivers on the edges, folks, and terrain on the faces, right? And today we're looking at terrain. But I got to admit, we're also going to question about the places here on B10, if they put some places, which they did. So as you can see, here's Harran, right? Here's the delta of Harran right here with the snakes going in all directions, and the sheep hills here. See the head right here and the legs down below. It's just beautiful. So you've got Karahan Tepe would be right here, right on the back of the sheep. And there is Sefer Tepe just outside of this pillar. So the fox, actually, the legs are in here where Göbekli Tepe is. Here's the tail that goes between these two. Those hills that go between Harran and the sheep hills, that's the tail of the fox, okay? So the reason I'm going back to it is because of how smooth B9 is, all right? B10 has these holes in them, right? Or they're cone-shaped, right? But they're so beautiful. It's not like a single blow does that with an axe or something, with a hatchet or something, or a pick, I should say. And there's other ones up in here too. So I was questioning, did they give away some places? So I went on the maps and went and looked for some Neolithic sites, and right away, when you orient this right, up in the mountains is Mount Nemrut. So I was looking for something round because they're very accurate with what they do, like you saw with the Fox Hills. So when I went up there, and what did I find? Sure enough, found a cone. It's found a round cone. I mean, it's just inverted, right, from what the pillar has, right? But it's beautiful. It's the size, it's got a footprint the size of a pyramid. And this is at the tallest peak in the area, all right? I was just stunned. I mean, other civilizations or cultures, I should say, came through and did their thing as well. And you can see it in the background there. It is just unbelievable, okay? So then I was looking for the next round object, right? And so when you look at in here, right? I call it the city, right? In here, there's something, when you zoom in, there is a round plateau. So I thought, what is it? It had no name or anything like that. So zooming in, you can see it's a plateau. It's dark. There's something on there. And when you zoom in, there's old settlements in here, very old settlements. So this would have been the settlements for Göbekli Tepe. This is where the people lived above, on that plateau. So any flooding couldn't hurt them back then, or as much. And as you can see, there's just beautiful things up there. I'm going to see that soon. And this is what happened yesterday. I thought, this is great, but shouldn't it have a dome or a mound, right? And yesterday, as I was looking right here, it does have its own one, right there. I haven't researched it enough, but the city has its own. Amazing. So then we've got two of them, right? We've got one here. We've got one here. And what about the third one, right? So right here, right? 1, 2. What about this one in here? So I had to do a little digging. In other words, go around looking on Google Earth. And what did I find? Yeah, right where they said it was, another one. Similar in size as far as footprint. And on this property here, what do we find? Hey, does that look familiar? I wish I could see the rest of that pillar, okay? I wish the remnants are around here somewhere. If we could find that, it's going to say something. There will be something on it. Amazing. So with these being identified, I just started looking closer, and yeah, there are some other holes, and that's going to come up on another video because that's amazing, okay? And it involves the dollar bill, actually, the eye on the dollar bill. Okay, but let's keep with this. So many discoveries. So I was looking at this part right here, all right? Get rid of that. You get my mistakes and everything. That rectangle, right? That was scratched in later. Kind of like these circles here. I mean, these cones, inverted cones here. They were put in later because they didn't have concrete. And B10 is so smooth, right? So these were put in, and that was one way of doing it. So now with this rectangle, I needed to figure out what it was, so I went and got a better picture of it. And here it is. Nice, beautiful picture. And when you zoom in on that rectangle, it's a boar. And not just a boar, it's a web-footed boar. A webbed-footed boar? I mean, isn't that something? But that's got great symbolism. And look at this. There's a circle right here chipped in. There's some other things in here too that are in a pattern, but that's in a definite pattern, and that comes up soon, in just a minute here. But anyway, I decided, hey, the only rectangle that there is really is Harran. So I looked at Harran, the Harran Delta, and sure enough, take a look at this. Look at the back legs. Here you go. Here's the back legs right here. They're webbed because it's a delta. Here's the belly under here. Here would be the front legs, right? Here's the belly, front legs. Now watch, see the mouth right here and see the river right there, all right? Now this part in here I believe was added or greened up later. Again, this is just off Google Earth, but watch this road that comes up to the tail right here. See the same shape? And these two ears, keep an eye on that. And this tail, watch on this tail right here. On a terrain map now, right here, you can see the curved mountains for the tail, just like up in here. And look at the mountains for Göbeklitepe right here, see it? Right here. Then you come down to the legs, and here are the legs right in here, the belly. Isn't that great? And remember in front, those that circle of 6 dots or the holes in here? Watch this. Right in front of here are 6 roads that come together right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great symbolism. Great, great, great symbolism. So now the other thing here is with the 2 ears coming out here. Well, watch this. Coming from Harran, from the back of the jaw, when you zoom in, even to this day, a road takes you to this road, then it splits. You have to go left or right, take one ear or the other ear, then they come together again. And where does it go? Up to Sarush. Okay? Up to Sarush. Unreal. So here's just a clean view. Sorry that I messed up there. I've got so many pictures of this. So here's just a clean view, right, of it. This was from an artist. This is me drawing it on a map, so that's why if it isn't as good, that's my fault. But the tail, look at all the detail. I mean, unreal. Now, the artist was amazed. This is what he saw on the pillar as a cartoonist. Professional cartoonist thought from 10,000 years ago, that was amazing. And this is what it is in real life, right? And that's the power of a cartoon map. We can meet at any point. Just I'll meet you the right ear, the left ear, the tail, that fast, okay? Quicker than a map if we knew the location of it all. Now, I said that the 2 pillars, Sefer Tepe and this pillar, didn't have anything to do with each other, but they do have a link. Okay, here is Sefer Tepe here is the dome, right? So one thing they do share is a road. The same road that goes by Sefer Tepe goes right by this dome right here. Also the water right here. Right here, the water that goes through also goes by Sefer Tepe. Let me show you that. Here's Sefer Tepe down here. Here's the nearest water, about a quarter mile or so away. That's on this end. If you follow that up, here's that same stream. It goes around that dome. The water goes the other way towards the Euphrates. But look at that. These two come together and then flow back by Sefer Tepe right here. There's more coming. I've got more videos. So that's this pillar. That's all the details, right? There's Mount Nemrut. Here's the dome. Here's the city. Here's the Fox Hills. I mean, it's just stunning, folks, this pillar right here. So I appreciate you watching my channel. Look for my next one. And the next 2 actually are really good. And then I'll get back into Egypt. Okay, so thank you for watching today. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.